Are we all having a good time? Yeah. Great. As Drew said, I'm Catrin. I'm a secondary school teacher and I'm a mum to a 9-year-old. I was having a chat with my colleague on Friday and she was asking what I was doing this weekend. So I said, I'm doing a stand-up comedy challenge on Sunday in prison. What she heard was, I'm doing stand-up comedy in prison. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, my comedy is that criminal. So, I told my son I was coming on to do this challenge and he reckons he's hilarious. So he very kindly gave me permission to use a few of his jokes. The first one. I use my discount card to clean the floor. I only get 20% off. The second one. What happens when you slap Dwayne Johnson on the arse? You've hit rock bottom. So, like all kids, their comedy sort of starts out as insults towards their parents. And from the age of 3 till 7, the insult of choice in our house was poo-poo head. Yeah, you know. But that was until the health visitor told me to stop calling him that. But, the first time they come out with it, it's really cute, and you're like, oh, cute. Then, after a couple of weeks, it's like, okay. And after a few years, you're like, oh, for God's sake, use your brain, be creative, be original, be really careful what you wish for. He turned round to me one day and he goes, Mammy, you're an insolent delinquent. Oh, fuck me, I didn't know whether to be insulted or impressed. Well, that's a few years ago. He's ramped it up a bit now. The other day he went to me, Mammy, were you born on a motorway? I was like, no, why? That's where most accidents happen. He can be a little shit sometimes. But I love him. But if you've got kids, you know how they go through phases. And at the moment, my son enjoys nothing more than a good twerk. So quite often I'm sat there watching telly and, I just turn my head and there's a bare naked ass twerking in my face. I don't know where he gets it from. But I mentioned at the start that I'm a secondary school teacher, and a few weeks ago one girl in year 10 goes to me, Miss, you look exactly like my mother. I could be your daughter. I was like, fuck no, one's quite enough, thank you. But they say everyone has a doppelganger. This will be my fourth. The most flattering one, an ex-colleague once said I looked like Kirsten Dunst. I don't see it, but she's a beautiful actress, I'll take that, thank you very much. The second most flattering one, this used to happen a lot when I was in uni in Aberystwyth, around 99, 2000. Does anyone remember Matt Cardy? Yeah? Not to be confused with Matt Cardle of the X Factor. So it was usually around Six Nations time. So if you don't know who Matt Cardy was, he used to play full-back for Wales and Llanelli. He was a Kiwi, not that ever stops anyone playing for Wales. He had long ginger curly hair. I have long ginger curly hair. He used to wear a red rugby shirt for his job. I myself, being a Welsh rugby supporter and a Turk, I'm quite partial to a red rugby shirt. So, it'd be, I was going to say walking down the street, but let's call it what it is, a pub crawl in Aberystwyth. And I'd be going from pub to pub, and I just have people shouting down the street after me, oh, Matt Cardy, you are shit! Great, it's nice to meet a fan. Now, the least most flattering one, and I was told this in all seriousness, that I look like Olive from On the Buses. by my dad when I was 13. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, my self-esteem went through the roof that day. I don't know how my head has come back from that. Yeah, anyway, I've been Olive. Have a very good evening. Thank you very much and good night.